Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here and welcome back to another episode of our FIFA 18 career mode here with Coventry City. We are in the January transfer window of the second season now and we have a big match coming up and you can see there on the screen against Brighton away in the FA Cup third round. So, what have we got for you planned this episode? So we're going to have this game here against Brighton. We've also got a home game in the league against Charlton and an away game against Doncaster and more or less the entirety of the January transfer window just in case anything big happens. I don't think we're going to be bringing many players in. There is a couple I would like to bring in. But we need to make some money first. So I don't think we're going to be able to at this point. Ideally, I would really like to bring in potentially this centre-back. Would be pretty nice. And that would be a good deal for us, that would. And this striker is going to be pretty good as well. We don't need any strikers at the moment. Busquets would be very, very nice, but he's not available. Cucurella's available, actually. Togni's a player I'd like to bring in. He's got a 1.8 million release fee, which is actually less than his market value, which would be very good. And he's actually 69 rated already, so he'd be a very good player. Ardaiz, should we sell a striker? I think apart from that, we've got Cuenca as well, if he's available at any point in time. We do have some good players on our list. And Bala is one I'd really like. I did have a look at Mason Mount, but we couldn't afford him. He was just too much money for what we've got at the moment. And this guy I would really like to get a hold of because I believe he's the pre-gen of Arda Turan. And he's already 69 rated, so he'd be a very good player for us. Right. So without further ado, let's get into this game against Brighton. I think our best team is currently fit, so we're going to go straight into this game against Brighton. Let me double check. Ooh, I'm not looking at that. They're going to have to... Okay, we'll go blue and they can go yellow. I know they're at home, but it's just too much of a kick clash. Yeah, it's more or less our best team at this point in time. Lots of 70s and 71 now. We just need to build up our centre-backs and, of course, Congolo and Bierman as well. I think Bierman might drop out, actually, for this one, and we'll bring in... We'll bring in Duarte. And we do have Joswiak as well. Joswiak's looking pretty good, but there's nowhere to put Joswiak at this point in time. Okay. That's a good team, then we'll go forward with this one, and we'll push into this game against Brighton and hopefully make our way through to the fourth round of the FA Cup. Asoro blitzing forward. Yes, Ruiz is in. Ruiz, can he score? He does score. It's 1-0. Wow, we have really held on for so long in this game. And eventually, we've managed to get the bloody lead. It's Abel Ruiz. Oh, they've got Tim Krul in goal. It's a great bit of play. Ruiz using his strength and able to put it in the back of it. That's one thing that Brighton have not been able to do in this game. They have not taken their chances, which is not like this game. Because normally this game is very, very good at taking their opportunities. They've got Tom Ince in their team as well. And we are the ones leading. If we could hold on to this lead, I would be a very, very happy man. Abe's in. He's got behind the defensive line. Can Abe make it 2? He can. It's 2-0. Oh, wow. I'm not saying the floodgates have opened, but since that first goal, they have really broken down. Wow. I cannot believe we've just pulled that off. I really can't. It's the pace of Abe. Linking up fantastically well. Abe making the breakthrough. And it was a terrible shot, in fairness, by Abe. But he able to put it into the back of the net anyway. And the keeper... I think it was more to the distance than anything else. And there we go. Latilaf holds Abe high up. This guy's been a fantastic signing for us this season. That's his third goal in the FA Cup for us as well. And this could mean that we could knock out another Premiership side. I think this is still a Premiership side. I'm not sure if it's been relegated or not, but either way, I don't care. Gumney. Oh, lovely ball by Gumney. Into the path of Bierman, who's just come on the pitch. He's full of energy, full of pace. And Bierman taking it past everyone. Just getting muscled off there by Steven. That's annoying. How has he caught him up, though? Like, Bierman's got a 90-odd pace. That's very frustrating. And there we go. There is the full-time whistle. And we've beaten Brighton 2-0 in the FA Cup. Holy hell. Holy hell. That is interesting because we got hammered the first half, really, until we scored a goal. 9.4s for Ruiz and Abe. 7.1 for Duarte. 7.5 for Latilaf. It was a really good game. It really was. I'm very happy. Defenders obviously had a good game as well. All 8s. I'm surprised. I really am. We managed to pull that one off. Man United have beat Cardiff to go through to the second round. Morecambe beat AFC Wimbledon. Hopefully with Harrison in the team. That'd be good. I'm hoping that Harrison comes back a much better player next season. Don't get me wrong, Harrison is a very good player now. Don't get me wrong, but I want to see him much better, much higher level. We know he's got a potential of 80 to 82? No, 8 to 88, isn't it? So we know he's going to be good. Afenyu's up to 61 there. Good. Sandoval up as well, I think. So there we go. So where are we in the league now? We are currently 6 points away from the automatic promotion spots again. 7 points away from the top of the table. 5 points away from third. So it's going to be a bit of work to get ourselves back up. George Hurst wants to talk about his role at the club. You've been getting a lot of games recently, George Hurst. What are you moaning about? Well, he'll have to have a game. Unless he's happy with his role at the club. He's probably not happy, let's face it. No one's ever happy. I had put him on the loan list. That might not be the best idea. So Sorrow's only 4th in the goal scoring charts this year. And there's another bid for a Sorrow. Right. So it's 76k. Okay, George Hurst wants more first team football. Blackburn Rovers offering 3.4 million for Joel Asoro. Now I know we can get a lot more than that. That's less than what Nottingham Forest offered. But if you want him, you have to pay me double his value. Simple as. Simple as. I want 6.4 million. Like it or lump it. Well, if you don't like it, mate, it's your own fault. You're missing out on a cracking player. Right, so George Hurst wants to play some football, so he can have this game against Charlton then, I suppose. He does have the exciting prospects thing next to him in the squad hub, which means he's got a potential of 85 plus. Not sure if that's right or not. So an offer for Carlos Cuesta. Ah. See, this isn't a bad shout, but I would want double that. I would want £2 million. And you're not even offering me his value. That's shocking. That is shocking. Right, now I want 2.5 million. Let's see if you'll meet me halfway at least. I will accept this. Nope. Okay. It's fine, mate. It's fine. That's a good centre-back you're rejecting there. You remember, these players are not on the transfer list. If you want them, you have to pay for them. We did have quite a few players on the loan list. Bit annoyed that they're not getting picked up, to be honest. I would like some of those to get picked up. Now, this is one we will have to probably... Not have to accept, but... I feel like this is probably a good deal. Roffo is not someone who's going to get a lot of football for us anymore, so we can sell him off for a little bit of a profit. That would be good. I'm going to request £1 million, which is more than his value. And he is on the transfer list, in fairness. Let's hope they don't walk out the room. Oh, crap. I pushed that too hard. I didn't think it'd be that bad. I thought they'd just say, oh, we won't pay any more than this. Oh, I might have messed that up there, because that was our transfer budget gone then. Can't believe I did that. Right. New Zealand management offer. We don't really want to get involved in that. And Arp wants to play... Okay. That's fine. Arp and Hurst can have this game against Charlton Athletic. They're both... The problem is we've got so many good strikers now. It's difficult to really take anybody off, isn't it? So... Right, so Arp, you can play. Hurst is just the one that's lagging behind a bit. He's only on 66. Let's play Freese for a game. He's not played in a few games either. Let's give Asoro the game off. Setola, you can come in at the back. We're going to have like a full change around here, I think. And Dika, you can play in place of Tosin. Cuesta, you can play. As can Ampadu. What else we got? Joswiak, you've not played in a few games. Duarte, I think you started the last game, Duarte, didn't you? Ockles hasn't played in a few games, so let's play Ockles in place of Bierman. How are we looking then? I feel like we should change a few more. Let's play McGuinness in goal. Give Fuentes a game off as well. I think that's more or less a fresh team. I think it's just Congolo, maybe. Yeah, I think it's just Congolo. So we probably do need another defensive midfielder at some point. We haven't got to worry about the youth academy. I was just thinking we better bring someone up before the end of January, but we don't need to because obviously you can bring them up whenever you want. But there we go. That's the team for this game against Charlton Athletic in the league. An important game. We need to keep pushing towards the league title. And I'll bring you back in with some action. Joswiak does get there. Oh, nice ball into Fries, who's free. Ball into the middle, Hurst, and Hurst scores. Hurst took a knock at the beginning, and he managed to get back on his feet. He's still wobbling a little bit. But he's okay. August Fries with the ball into the middle, and George Hurst put it into the back of the net, and we lead 1-0. Hurst showing that he probably should play a bit more, but like I said, he's just not as high rated as some of the other strikers we've got. Good bit of work by Fries down the outside. Didn't really expect him to really be going for that. So it is suggesting that I take Hurst off the pitch. Now Hurst has played. No, you know what? I'm going to leave him on. I'm going to leave him on. Let's see how he gets on. If we can push a bit more out of him, he might be okay. He might be able to run it off. Don't want to risk it too much because I know he's completely injury prone, but nice tackle. Joswiak brings it out as Arp. There's Hurst, who's not got the injured symbol next to him anymore, so it must have just been a knock. Fries finding that ball into Hurst once again. Hurst plays that wide to Arp. Arp into Hurst. It's got in. Arp and Hurst link it up really well, and George Hurst gets himself a second of the game. I have such a love-hate relationship with Hurst. I really do. Sometimes I feel like he's really going to be a top player for us, and other times I feel like he's just a liability waiting to happen, but no, he's gone down as an own goal for Dylan Phillips, the goalkeeper. Oh, that's a bit harsh. Hurst just lost his second goal of the game. But still, Hurst got in that position and put the shot in. So it's tricky, isn't it? I feel like he could be a good player for us, but we just need to keep him fit. And obviously build him up. Off the post now by Hurst. He is on one today, George Hurst. He's trying to prove to us that he should be playing all the time. Up. Fries. Come on, Quest to push him down the line. Oh, good cutback. Into the middle. Ampadu, good bit of defence, Ampadu. Fries now. Good bit of play, and George Hurst has broken behind the defensive line. Got too close. He's hit the post again. Wow. George Hurst, how do you hit the post that many bloody times in one game? How? I ask you honestly. Oh, it's gone in. Oh, wow, it's gone in. Well, that's frustrating, isn't it? We were doing well there as well. It's a cheeky... I don't know if he went for that or not, but he accidentally lobbed the keeper, and it... keeper almost got there. Keeper watched it go over his head. It hit the post, and then tried to save it afterwards. It was a messy one. It goes to 2-1. We're still in the lead on the brink of half-time. But it's disappointing to concede, but we've lost a clean sheet, and there's half-time as well. Oh, good save, McGuinness. Big ball out. Right, now they're pushing, trying to get back in the game. Oh, that was a shame. We almost got through there. Almost got through there, but there we go. That is enough either way. We win the game 2-1. It was a tricky one. It was a tricky one, but we managed to get through it in the end. And we are victorious. Early goals from Hurst and, of course, an own goal as well. Really helped us out. It's Oxford who won 2-0 against Swindon. Millwall got a 1-1 draw against Bristol Rovers. That's good for us. Who else was up there? I can't remember who else it was now. We'll soon find out. Right, so Oxford, we're 6 points behind Oxford now. We're 7 points behind Barnsley, and we are 3 points behind Millwall. We have a chance of catching this, you know. We do have a chance. So let's redo our training from last week. Try and get the rest of these guys up to 60s. So Anchor did well. Navarrete now up to a 57. His attacking position is going up. Plus, it might also give us a chance to send a few out on loan if they get better. McGuinness is delighted with the opportunities he's getting. That's interesting. I don't think he would be, to be honest, but... Come on, one other offer in for Roffo. I'll let Roffo go if we get another offer in, because he's just not wasting space as such, but we've got some prize money. We don't win the tournament. How's that worked? God knows, no idea. Have I wasted our opportunity to sell Roffo? Not that I want to get rid of Roffo. We don't need him now. That's the problem. So we got 76. We've already done that, though, haven't we? Huh, I don't know. I don't know. So McGuinness is happy getting some first team football up. Is happy that we listened to him and gave him that game. Still got nothing really to spend. So we've already. Let's have a look at our achievements then. So we've already done. Our main ones were to reach the FA Cup, which we've done. Right, youth developments. Within 2 seasons, have at least one player from the youth academy signed to the first team and play 50% of games in the next season. I'm sure we've done that, to be honest, but okay. Sell out at least 85% attendance in 50% of the home games. We've done 7 out of 14, so we've done 50% of the dots. Keep player salary growth under 20%. Current growth is 0%, which is pretty good. Within 3 seasons, raise the club's worth by 100%. We're 28% through that already. Fight for promotion, which we're currently doing, and reach the FA Cup 32, which we've done already. And no continental success because we're not in the continental competitions. Sweet. Now, let's have a quick look. Just think, I don't recognise a few of these people, actually. Got anyone good? Anyone that's showing up with any high abilities? Sure, there must be 1 or 2 knocking around. Troy Cotton? Nope, you're not very good. So literally I'm just focusing on the regens at the moment. Jesus Ayala? Nope, you're not good enough. David Costa? Nope. I want one of these free transfers to say, like, has good potential or something on them sort of lines. Darren McDermott looking for a new club. He's not bad actually, Darren McDermott, I'll give him that. Well, he probably is bad, to be honest. Now, he's not bad. He's not bad at all, to be honest. If you look at his stats, he's got some pretty good stats. I think there's not many people here, is there? Let's have a quick look then in our transfer hub. See if any of the players now have become available and if there are any cheap ones. Got to keep checking this because it changes so often. We can't afford these players. They're a bit useless on there, aren't they? Cucurella we could buy. I would still like to get this guy. I really would. But we don't have 1.8 million for him at the moment. And Ardaiz is not bad either, is he? I want to scout some of these players, but I can't. It keeps saying that all my scouts are busy. Which is annoying. But that's so we could buy Bala there for a second. I wasn't paying attention when I got to the bottom. No. I only destroyed the club. He's going to be far too expensive for us to buy anyway, I think, isn't he? It's a shame. Right, so game against Doncaster now. Another important game, so we want to try and catch everyone up if we can. What we're looking like team-wise. Do we bring George Hurst in again? Just try and keep him sweet? What we possibly could do. Let's bring him in for Ruiz. Is that enough? Is that enough changes? Duarte, you can have the game in place of Bierman. I should be playing Duarte permanently anyway. I don't know why Bierman's... I put Bierman in there just to try and keep him happy. But at the end of the day, Duarte is our Scout of Future Star. He's the one we want to get built up quicker. Latiolaf. Finding Hurst behind the defensive line. Hurst into Abe, into the back of the net. Wow. It has been such a tricky start to the season. But, not season. It's such a tricky start to the game. That's what I'm trying to say. But we have managed to come out of it on top. Hurst into the middle there, finding Abe, who took his first touch and put it in the back of the net. Just as a really loud motorbike goes past as always. You always rely on that, can't you? So Abe getting the goal. I think Abe, you know, could beat Asoro for top goal scorer this season, you know. Asoro is currently 4th in the charts in the league. But Abe must be catching up. He's scored quite a few. Osoro's in a bit of a dry patch. I know we dropped him back into the cam role, but I think he's still been scoring quite a few goals in that position in the past. As we on the break... Oh, what was that pass? What was that pass? Abe stealing it off the defender. Tosin now into Hurst. Binding. Oh. Concert. Tosin. Out comes Latiolaf. He has some pace to burn. Straight into Abe. There's Hurst. Playing the ball back out to Latiolaf. He plays it back. Oh, that's not the way. Oh, he's got it. How on earth has that gone in? How on earth has that gone in the back of the net? I have no idea, but Hurst has just scored another one. That is one of the dodgiest goals I think I've ever seen. I made a right hash of that. But Hurst has just slid it through the keeper's legs. Oh, that is shocking, really. Absolutely shocking, but Hurst will be happy enough. He's got himself another goal. 6 goals in the league this season now. There's still quite a few behind the other guys, but he's getting a few goals now. He's not played as many games as some of the other guys as well, though, I suppose, if you look at it that way. Oh, what poor defending that was. Come on. Come on, what a mess that was. What even happened? It just sort of blocked. He sort of blocked it with his foot and it just sort of laid it off perfectly to their striker, who put it in the back of the net, and there we go. It's 2-1. It's been a tricky game. In fairness, it probably deserves to be more of a draw than a win, but I'm taking the win. Well, if we can hold on to this, which I'm sure we can. Abe's offside. Abe is offside. And there's the full-time whistle. A 2-1 victory here over Doncaster United. By the way, everyone's wearing the same hat in the crowd. That's pretty good, isn't it? So that is a good result for us. It was a tricky game, as you can see on here. We actually had 5 shots, 5 on target. That's a pretty good return, isn't it, really? They had 7 shots, 4 on target. They had more possession, but we were able to take our opportunities, whereas they weren't, basically. Simple as. Now, what happened then? Oxford lost 1-0 to Charlton Athletic. Excellent. Millwall drew 2-2. Couple of good results there for us, but we're not going to find out much because it is time for the Checkatrade Trophy first leg. I think this is the final. The first leg of the final, I think. So Sandoval got himself an A, which puts him up to a 57. Or 56, sorry. Ankara got himself a C, which puts him up to 54. It was pretty good. We want to get all these guys... Well, obviously, some of them are up to 60 already. We want to get them all up to 60, though. Alright, we're not going to play this game against Coventry in this episode, though. John Ankara wants to play more games. I can't give you games, mate. You're the lowest rated guy in the squad. I can't be giving you games. You've had 1 game, right? I want to put you out on loan, but I can't because you're still quite new. Okay, nothing else happening. I thought I might get a double transfer offer or something there. I want to play some football, so consider my future. Now, I have... Well, if he wants to leave, then I'm not going to be overly worried because we've got a really good right back in the academy. And this guy's potential is only 75 to 81, so he's not going to quite be high enough for us. But I'm not going to worry too much about him, to be honest. So we've got this big game coming up in the next episode then against Wigan. So next episode we are going to have... for you live the game against Wigan, a FA Cup game away at Ipswich, which is another winnable game, and then a home game against Walsall, as well as the end of the transfer window and some more youth players as well. So that should be a pretty interesting episode. Of course, if you have enjoyed this one, then please do hit that like button and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon for our next episode of FIFA 18 Coventry City Career Mode. Bye. The ones you do.